Hey everybody, it's April, and today I am planking in the studio at the TV station at WEHT. And I found just about every room I've tried planking in has had terrible lighting, and then I thought, aha, the studio has great lighting, so hopefully nobody's coming in anytime soon and I'll be able to get this knocked out. But today I want to talk about how planking is so great for improving your bone strength. So we'll get started. I'm going to start on forearms and then move to hands. So starting off with your forearms in front of you, reach around, grab your biceps so you have the right distance, arms out in front of you, interlace your fingers if you like, pull your shoulder blades together, reach them down your back, lift your upper back, pull in your belly, come up on your toes, and then shift your weight forward. And then I like to go back again and pull my belly in again, shift forward a little bit more. Remember, you're trying to keep that nice long line while you're planking. If you don't know, you can try planking in front of a mirror. You can turn on your camera and watch the video so you can see what your plank looks like. Or just record yourself and go back and look at it. Maybe you have someone plank with you and they can tell you what your form looks like. Preferably someone who knows what a plank is supposed to look like. 30 seconds, by the way. Or maybe even a yoga instructor, a trainer, someone like that can tell you if you need to make improvements with your plank. So one of the things I wanted to mention is how important, how great plank is for improving your bone strength. So especially for women over 50, which that would be me in that category, we start to lose our bone density. So one thing you can look at it as planking, we're at 1 minute by the way, planking will help prevent a loss of bone density. And so why wouldn't you start planking now to help keep that from happening? And then the other thing you can think about is if you do start having problems with bone density and something like osteoporosis, plank is actually one of the best things you can do to help improve your bone density. You can actually reverse that. You may not get your bone density back to where it was before when you were a lot younger, 130, but you can start building your muscle, your bone strength again. I didn't realize, you think of a bone as, this really hard structure, this piece of wood almost is what you think of bones being like. I mean, they are durable, but they are actually made up of living tissue. And when you plank or do any kind of body weight, weight-bearing exercises, it is strengthening your bones, and that's so important. 2 minutes. And some of the things I was reading, it was talking about how this is, I don't know if you can hear the construction in the background. There's always something going on here. But if you do have osteoporosis or something, and you need to go into your strengthening with some thought and not just rush into things, plank is one of the recommended things to do if you do have osteoporosis. Because again, it's weight bearing, you're not just flinging a weight around. 2:30, I'm gonna switch to my hands. You're using your own body weight to help strengthen your body. So, and you may look at it as, well, I'm not strong, how am I gonna do that? Well, and that makes it almost like a catch-22, doesn't it? But that's part of how you get stronger is by working on weight-bearing exercises. So that's where I'm always saying, start off, time yourself when you're doing your plank, 3 minutes by the way, and see how long you can hold. Let your arms shake, hold a little bit longer, and then you can come down on your knees and try again. And gradually, once you have that measurement, let's say you start off and you can hold for 20 seconds your first time. Then the next day, or maybe even the next week, you do that several days a week or every day, however often you can. And then the next time you make it a goal to add on another 10 seconds. And you'll be surprised how when you start adding on, you will be able to hold longer, and you'll be able to hold that longest time that you had before, longer than you thought. It'll be easier than you thought. And again, I always like to say it gets easier, but it's actually because you get stronger. And so after a while, if you started off holding for 15 seconds, you'll find that holding for 30 is nothing. You'll find that holding for a minute becomes easier. We're at 4 minutes, by the way. So, again, think of plank as preventative medicine It's also medicine for if you do find that you're having problems with bone density. And it's just a great way, once you start building up in your plank and working on strengthening your bones, which, you know, again, especially for women, this is a huge, huge thing. Another great thing about planks is that it also, since it's improving your posture and strengthening your spine and your core, 430, that's gonna help keep you from falling. And that's a lot of times when people who do have weaker bones start breaking things, is because they lose their balance and they fall. So you're getting an added bonus here by improving your balance while you're strengthening your bones and improving your bone density. So lots going on when you're doing a plank. We've got about 5 more seconds for 5 minutes. And as usual, I'm gonna hold a little bit longer. And here we are, 5 minutes. So I like to hold, like I said, for 5:15, because once you hold a little bit longer, holding for that 5 minutes doesn't seem quite as bad. It's still holding a long time. But check back with everything, pull in your belly, and whoo, we're at 5:15. So I'm coming down, and here we are. So just what you needed, another reason to keep doing your planks. Really working on that bone structure. Yeah, you're strengthening your arms and your legs, but really strengthening your bones. That's what is gonna make the difference in your health and overall well-being. I'll be back again tomorrow. See ya.